Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love, and I'm here for you every day. And I have the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle deck. And so I am going to do a daily love message for you using this deck for the general messages. And then I have the Divine Doors. I'm going to get a message from your person and give them a message from you. And then I have another deck here. And I might decide to pull that in to grab a message for both of you. So what do we need to know for this daily love message? This is meant for you when you find it. If you like this video, hit that subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and you can be part of this wonderful growing soul family. So we got one card coming out here. Ooh, all right. And what else do we need to know for this love read? What else do we need to know? So we have the new moon coming up on February 1st, which is Sunday, I believe. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Merlin. This is alchemy happening, justice and balance. And, you see he has the dragon sitting next to him. I feel like the dragons are, and maybe the wood snakes are, have been ushering in this fire horse. In the past 2 days, I've seen a lot of references to dragons. So I feel like they're ushering in, and with the new moon or with the full moon coming, they may be helping in some alchemy and, justice and balance. So the Merlin overall energy, number 1, which is for new beginnings and leadership in your own lives. And this is being independent and, of your own, because there's one candle here. So I feel like this is energy of you guys working on your own individual, your own individual alchemy, working on your own balance. But of course, in the spiritual realms, you're working together, if that makes sense. It may not show it in the physical, but in the physical, you're both working on that individual, but in the spiritual realms, you're working together to bring this in. And this is, it just shows, like, look at how he's sitting in this shell, and it just shows how protected each of you are. And the candle lit. So that's, symbolic of, the alchemy, using the fire, the passion, the inside the passion to alchemize all the fear into gold, into love. And you can see he's being protected by all this gold, all this love. And the universe having your back. And I love this, the dragon. There's smoke coming out of his nostrils. So there's, like, I feel like a lot of passion, like there's a lot of alchemy going on within. And I feel like that's symbolic of the burning away of the dross, the fear, and, love coming in with the light of the candle. So really cool energy. And then we have, for the general cards, we have the swan. Oh my gosh, transformation, definitely. Look at how beautiful they are. I saw swans yesterday and the day before on the river, and they're so beautiful. They just, when they really, in the cold weather, they fluff out their feathers and they look huge. They are so beautiful. And this is trusting the psychic gifts. And it's interesting the way this swan is up. When they do this, they're sometimes they do it in protection of their kin, of their babies or their loved ones around, that they're with. They do this in a protective stance, and sometimes they do it like shaking off all the water, all the excess. So it's really interesting. But this is transformation happening, and the swan symbolizes the female, the feminine, the divine feminine energy. And this is trusting your psychic gifts. Pay attention to the visions you have, the dreams you have, the incoming downloads, all of it, because it may give you hints about the transformation that you're going through right now, you and your person. And then we have fear. So we were talking about, this is a 48, and it breaks down to a 12, which is 3, and this is a 3. So we have 33 is the master number for Jesus. And that's the extra deck I have today, is the Jesus deck. Love it when that happens. But this is, we have a choice every day, to come from fear or to come from love. And, I feel like this divine feminine energy is transforming and helping both of you to transform from the, dross, really alchemize any of the dross and into love. And it's always been a process, right? On this journey, it's always a process. It's peel back one layer, then peel back another layer. And it's like we're never truly done learning, and we're never, we get to peel back those layers and transform, into more love. But this is, every day knowing that you have a choice to choose love or to choose fear. And so this is choosing your words, your thoughts, your actions very carefully, so that you are, choosing coming from a place of love rather than fear. So we got 33 master number Jesus with us today. And then we have letting go. Yeah, I feel like this is part of the new moon energy that's coming in already. I feel like there's, it's around already, but this is, actually, I felt it was around yesterday, or actually Tuesday. I felt like this energy was around, yesterday was Tuesday. This weeks go by so fast, but this is a 44. Lots of stability, security, for you to let go. So you're being protected, your person's being protected in order to let go of all that no longer serves you. And that includes on the emotional realm. The emotions are flowing smoothly in order to let go of anything that doesn't serve you. But this card shows, all of the rock is showing, the stability, the security, the safety, and the groundedness. So spend time out in nature, because that's going to help you release and let go more easily. And I know it's been super cold here in the Midwest, but I'm still going out. I'm still going for, even if it's a shorter walk, I go, and it's such an amazing difference that I feel. So if you have, time, get out there and, ask the nature spirits and sprites to help you release anything that no longer serves. And yeah, this is beautiful energy. So, and then we have forgiveness, and we have the, the balanced masculine and feminine energy on this mushroom. So it's showing a balance between the two coming in. Once you forgive, more balance coming in between the connection and within yourselves. So this is a call to forgive. It doesn't mean forget what was done. It just means that you will no longer hang on to any anger. You will no longer carry any burden around unforgiveness. You will set yourself free, and this will create more balance in your life and in your twin's life. Creating more balance in the connection for a deeper connection. So a shift, a change happening once forgiveness is done. And I feel like forgiveness is a constant on this journey, that you peel back one layer and you you forgive, and you peel back one layer, and then later on down the line another layer is peeled off. So, and it's all about that releasing any fear that no longer serves you or the connection. And that's a 13, which is a 4. Wow. And look at all the growth, the green around there as well. But this is security, safety, stability as well. lot of growth coming into the connection. So I have the Divine Doors deck. I'm going to pick a card from your person, a message from your person. What is the message from their love interest? And what is the message that you want to say to your person? What is the message from the viewer to their person? Okay, I got them both. So we have, this is from your person. Look at the green, really coming from the heart. This note is coming from the heart for you. And it says, a note on love. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation, and goal, blessed is the body, mind, and soul. Wow. So they're assuring you that they love you. They're coming from the heart, and that this is, they're encouraging you to focus on love. Let love be your goal, and everything else is going to fall into place. So focus on love, focus on, combining your goals with love, the foundation and goals, and, everything else is going to fall into place. But this is also about walking into the unknown, surrendering, because we can drive ourselves crazy focusing on the details of the unknown, trying to control it. And so it's really, they're telling you to surrender control, surrender, and just go with the flow. Walk into the unknown with growth, ease, and grace. And then for you, viewer, you say to your person, these are the doors. I just want to look at this one. Yeah, each of them have the two doors. This one's open, like the path is open. Like there's nothing stopping you. And then this one is a stranger's grace, you say to your person. You're telling them ego fears the sudden danger of the unknown. It doesn't say that, but that's what your person's getting at. But never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. Wow. So this is, I feel like what I'm getting from this is, I feel like you're saying to your person that, there are people out there that want to help you. And there are people that are going to help you that you may not even know yet. So it's, you're telling them to let go of their fears of the unknown as well. And, use your spiritual gifts to walk forward. Oh, I got a tickle in my throat. Use your spiritual gifts to walk forward. And I feel like there's stuff, throat activations going on as well. Wow. That was like a really strong tickle. Ooh, excuse me. But they're saying, let go of the ego, let go of the ego fears. You're saying to them, and go forward knowing that there's going to be support from the other side. There's going to be support on the earthly realm for you as you walk and open up to your new path. I hope this helps. Namaste.